Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown, Bengals!
Anthony Schwartz,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals take over at 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
The Cardinals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Looking for Christian Watson that time.
But now it's third down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Room here to run. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
2nd and 10. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Hurts changing up the play. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Five wide. What's that?
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10.
Miami. Out.
But first down, Hurts. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bengals first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Get it. 63.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
Cardinals, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And 10 at the 9-yard line.
21-0 our score after one.
Score, Bengals 21, Cardinals nothing.
Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Alert! Hey, tight. What's that?
Now Allen. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
DeAndre Swift
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
and the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown!
Quez Watkins.
72 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
The score, Bengals 28, Cardinals 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Hey, easy, 63, 63, bang. No.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, 63, bang. No.
Swift going to try up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Hey, 73, 73. No.
Looking to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Tiger Hornet.
He'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
At the 50-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
56, 56. What's that?
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
3rd and 5.
Half 85, half 85. Middle. Monday. What's that?
from midfield. Here's Allen. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's good for the Cardinals.
Alert!
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
56. What's that?
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Regular. What's that?
Allen. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At the Bengals 9-yard line.
9-yard line, second and 6. Allen now looks to throw. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. Touchdown, Cardinals! Ramondre Stevenson, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. From the gun, it's Hurts. Gets this complete to Shaheed. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
on the left hash. Officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. Hard running at the 15. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, home. Come on, offense. Come on. Half. Good score on these guns.
To the air, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
5 wide. Alert!
They'll try and throw for it here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
But first down, Hurts. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Anthony Schwartz.
55 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
56.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Being chased out left. Allen hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Middle. All 52. What's that?
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Alert!
2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevenson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Half. Gun. What's that?
Now Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
5 wide. Alert! What's that?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Alert! What's that?
Allen going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Anthony Schwartz.
62 yards.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And they will remain well behind. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal.
Hurts.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Anthony Schwartz.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Bengals 52, Cardinals 14.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Bring it in.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Bengals 59, Cardinals 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22.
Duvernay on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he, of course, a deep one here, but that one falls incomplete.
Well, I tell you, I thought either the scoreboard was wrong or I was wrong or both. But that was an attempt for a field goal on third down, and it was no good as well.
And I'm trying to wrap what little brain I have around why this would be a good idea. But I cannot come up with a logical explanation for that one.
Yeah, well, my brain's smaller, so I can't either here. I don't know what they were doing. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Delta.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get the hook up there to Woods.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
73. 73. Delta.
Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz
From 17 yards out.
And the Bengals are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Cardinals 14.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
And now here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far.
This will be 3rd and 5.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And it's taken in at the 9. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Oh, it's Silver, ready? No, touch.
Once again, it's Swift. And he works free. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard.